They are innovators, game changers, people pushing themselves, moving us all forward. They are the next scientists, musicians, poets, the next makers, dreamers, teachers, and geniuses. They are the next list.
Welcome to The Next List. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta. This week, two innovators who designed some of the coolest eco-vehicles to hit the streets. Simon Hoger started West Philly's Hybrid X Team. It's an after-school program that achieved national fame for building biodiesel and electric cars from scratch. And across the globe, the craftsmanship of an Israeli could revolutionize transportation.
It was a lot of trials and errors.
Izhar Gaffney. He built a bike made almost entirely of cardboard. It's waterproof, maintenance-free, and inexpensive.
See how light this is. I love it.
It took 3 years and 6 prototypes, but by using the principles of Japanese origami, Izzy, as they call them, came up with a way to make cardboard rugged enough for us to ride.
My first reaction was, you gotta be kidding me. I know you're a humoristic guy, but you took it a bit too far.
Bicycles out of cardboard, funny, very, very funny. A lot of people didn't quite understood what I'm talking about. No fear. If you have fears, you'll never be successful.
His design could be a game changer. Uber efficient, affordable bikes for people all over the world. Welcome to The Next List. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
The philosophy is, don't fight with the cardboard. Overcome its weaknesses. And that's a philosophy for this entire technology. They have to be green, they have to be sort of completely environment safe, have to be recycled, won't disturb anybody. My name is Izhar Gaffney. I invented and built the cardboard bicycles. So this is my workshop. That's where all the magic happens. First we take the raw material, which is just plain cardboard. And then what we do, we cut them into shape and we sort of fold them around with the reinforcement material. I heard about a guy that built a canoe out of cardboard. I went home and then it sort of disturbed me and couldn't let go. And suddenly it just struck my mind, why not to make a bicycle out of cardboard? It was pretty much of almost an obsession. In the beginning I did it as a side job, and after not too long I understand that I have to just focus on this thing and do it if I want to succeed. That was the hardest part, just to try to run a family and try to scrape whatever I can to make this bicycle. And this is the rare part, which started like this, then we double and glue it, and that became the frame. Nobody knows how to calculate the strength of cardboard. One of the first things was to try to calculate and see if we get mathematical properties out of it. And that's what I did. The origami is a way that it's like you fold it, you get stronger than twice. You fold it again, then you have 6 times, and so it goes and goes and goes. And that's what I do, basically, just fold it and get to where I want. It was a big issue to try to come up with something that will hold the weight. Cardboard took a very long time until I get to the point when I could do something that will hold 500 pounds without break. And eventually it happened. Before I had those machines, something like this will take about anything between 1 hour to 3 hours just to fold it. Then I built the jack machine. It's pretty much one of the only one in the world. So from about 3 hours to about 20 seconds. Right now we have about 4 people. It's actually a team that, it's a family, to be honest. We look at corporate life in America and we do exact opposite from it. This is just one frame that we're on the way to finish it. Folded cardboard, and it's all glued together to make the frame. Same thing goes to the fork again and the wheels. They're identical. We use the same technology again and again, then apply it to every piece of the bicycle. I did already sprockets out of cardboard, and that was something we're going to apply in the next stage. The idea is to keep on developing, keep on making it better. The first question everybody is on their mind is, what happens if it rains?
Coming up, Izzy puts the cardboard bike to the test. And later, a shout out from the president.
They did build a car that got more than 65 miles per gallon.
Simon Hoger, and a real David and Goliath story.
Best way to test bicycle and take them and go ride. Go ride across USA, go ride across Israel. This is one of the earlier models, and that was a sort of a proof of concept. We rode on it quite a bit. The biggest issue was that it looks like a box on wheels, and nobody would actually want to ride it. The problem with this, first, the geometry was pretty lousy. We were sort of naive enough to think that some investor will come and say, wow, you know, cardboard, it works, you can ride on it. They all looked and said, nah, nobody wants it. The issue was how to go from this to something that looks or resembles a bicycle. And that was the hardest part because there was no know-how how to do it.
Even though people told him it cannot be done, he made it all the way through, investing his money, his efforts, his time. My name is Nimrod Elmish. I'm the CEO of Cardboard Technologies and the business partner of Izhar. Usually you need a team of 5 people in order to get the knowledge base he has in his head.
I want to prove to myself that I can start something and finish it and make it work. Build, test, break, do it again, build, test, break. Most of what I did on this one was just trying to break it. You know, just jumping on it. It still holds very good. I mean, it's a very sturdy frame. And after I finished this one, I had a period when I stopped doing everything. I couldn't touch the bicycles anymore. I stopped. Rethink everything and said, okay, let's put some logic into it. What bicycle I really want for myself, then things start to go into place and things start to look much brighter. For the innovation, probably it's one of the most important things to be without any fear. If you have fears, you'll never be successful, you'll never even make it halfway. Because there's always the question in your mind, will it work? So this is the result of all the 4 years of incredibly hard work and making the impossible. It's a bicycle, like any other bicycle. Hold the same, drive the same. The only difference, cardboard, it's extremely cheap, very durable, and can be fully recycled.
And then when he told me the cost of the production, then I understood that the market is endless. And we have here something which is what we call the game changer.
Show you some of the scenery used to be my childhood. You can see the dining room. We used to eat here breakfast, lunch and dinner.
From very early age, he was the genius of the kibbutz.
What I remember was taking apart everything I could get my hands on. So this was my real playground. All the tractors and equipment need to be fixed. It's here. My father used to work there as a mechanic.
He learned by alone. You can ask him about the bike or about the planets and everything.
I'm not an engineer by trade, but I'm designing machines since I was about 17. That's what I know to do best. Innovation in Israel is probably our main business. We do things very fast, which is completely different than any other country in the world. Here, most of us go as what we call guts filling, and we go from there. But the aftermath of the innovation, we don't have it here. And there's not much of a production. And that's the phase we want to go through.
This project is totally different from anything we have seen, anything. The business model is something you can't compete with. Since we use recycled materials, we use incentives that would help us build factories. There are some states where when you use these kind of materials, you get to negative cost at the gate of the factory, which means you get money for each product. This is something that helps create local industries. The price is the most efficient.
This one, for example, 1,200 euros. This is anywhere between 20 to 30 E4. So there's a little bit of a difference there. Our dreams is that the bicycle would be free, will given free for as sort of a government project for car-free neighborhoods.
The whole concept of these bikes is to build something so solid, so strong, that you can throw them in a village in Africa and come back next year to collect the damaged one and to bring new ones.
This is a test to show that the bicycle frame is waterproof. This was one of the most complex issues we had. Now the solution is not just one piece, but combining some methods and use them together with the cardboard. For example, if the material is too thick, then you can't recycle the bicycle. I took a piece of cardboard, coated it, and then put it in an aquarium with water for 8 months. Quite a few people asked me about this thing, just tell us what it is, and so I would say for now, the coating is coating. It just makes it waterproof.
It's a secret sauce.
No secret. The material itself is not important. The way you do it, that's what's important. So, pretty strong. I think for now it's proved itself. The next thing will be a very simple and affordable wheelchair. My dream is that we got already a Formula One team that want to use a cardboard as a frame for one of their cars. And hopefully it will happen. My greatest hope is to leave a legacy of innovations behind. So far it's been a hell of a journey. It's a pretty good ride.